Hi, I'm Inplay. I'm creating free video content teaching people how to trade Betfair absolutely for free. If you're enjoying my videos or you're learning from them, please support me back by hitting the subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit the like button on any videos you watch. This will enable me to create more free content for you so you can learn to become a better trader. Best of luck in the markets.
Okay, so I'm looking to trade this race at Sandown. If you look at the distance, it's a lot shorter than the races I normally trade, 1.2 miles. But why I'm looking at it is because, look at the liquidity. This is a Group 1 race, Saturday afternoon, prime time at Sandown. There's over 2.5 million matched. I've increased the bank to 100, and I'm using £5 a click, basically. But because it's a short race, bear in mind these horses are going to be running quicker, so the race is probably going to be finishing here. So I need to be out by this line, quite simply, before they go for the finish line. Let's see what happens and see if we can make some money. But we've got to be quick.
Market suspended. Market in play.
Slowly away. Alan Kerr will take
just let the race settle down.
Already by 3 parts of a length. Baybridge is in second. Lord North moving up to the inside. The Mishrif has now made a couple of
Dogly.
On his outside is Native Trail.
Now, whether there's an opportunity or not, I don't know. And like I say, time is very limited.
They have a mile to go in the Group 1 Coral Eclipse. The leader is Alan Kerr. Alan Kerr now takes them on towards the final 7 furlongs. He leads still by about a length or so to Lord North on the inside. And on the outside is Baybridge.
Don't like the prices currently.
Next in the field is Native Trail. He's racing at the moment alongside
watching that race timer constantly.
The field is Vadini.
I'm looking for a bit of movement in the markets as well.
Of a mile. It's Alan Kerr and Tom Marquand who still have the lead over Baybridge, and Ryan Moore racing in second place. To the inside rail, Lord North and James Doyle in third. Native Trail, William Buick in fourth. Mishrif, David Egan in fifth position. And
don't forget that line, we need to get this money out quick.
Of the Classy 6 as they make the turn back towards home. They have a half mile to go in the Coral Eclipse.
Half mile.
Alan Kerr will lead them into the home straight. It's Alan
and that's
Kerr
it.
who leads. Baybridge has always been.
That's it. Okay, it's only £1.43, but it's another £1.43 in the bank. And obviously, I used £100. Going in any later on a great Group 1 race than that, I could have gone in a little bit longer.
I'm out of here, man.
Here, to be fair. But you know, it's just not worth taking the risk. But there you go. So £1.44 off a race that I wouldn't normally trade, very safely made before the danger. Look at how the markets are.
I'm out of here, man.
I reset the ladders, so you've got them in price order. You can see that they're going nuts now, and you don't want to be involved in this time because it's just a lot.
Sucker.
But there you go. There's a shorter race for you.
Market in play.
Another shorter race. This is one where we've got to get out by about halfway if we can see an opportunity. If we don't see an opportunity, then we don't trade, quite simply. There's only 1 mile to. But liquidity is okay pre-race, so we're hoping we'll get an opportunity in play as well. If it goes wrong, we have to get out quick. There's no messing around.
Bit of ground in the very early stages. That leading group being followed by Balgair as they go around the dogleg turn. He's racing alongside Al-Koob as they complete their first 3 furlongs.
So we want to get matched. Both sides of the book pretty quick.
Just about the back marker.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Time to get out.
Very wide now begins to drift in to join on the inside.
Now that might well go out, but you don't want to be in the market for more than 10 seconds to do this safely.
Forest Falcon is in third. Chairman,
we ain't got much more time.
Then You're Hired has now improved into 5th. 6 for Sweet Reward as they go around the turn. Le Forban is next towards the inside.
No, don't like that.
A little bit wider is Jeremiah. Then Balgair as they make the turn in with just over 3 furlongs to go. Gold Haze is already being driven along as they now make the run on towards the final 3. Still
now we need out.
The field.
And that's it, job done. Game over. You see we're at that line now. Don't want to be trading anymore. Don't get involved now. Happy with a £3. Let's move on. So I've got a laying low strategy here on Lawman's Bliss. It's traded in low lots of times. Certainly dobbed at some big prices. It's only won one of its races. Had many times. It's actually been a 106 loser. and traded around that 2 mark several times. At this sort of price, I'm hoping it might come into about 2.7. We've got a 50 tick offset in case it does actually win the race, so we get out at a decent price. 50 ticks. I'll just show you. Will get me out. So 2.7. That'll be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So get me out roughly around 5s, which is a reasonable price for a horse to bounce back out to and still win a race. So we're trying to cover both sides. Obviously, the downside is if it was to pick up and then suddenly win at the end of the race and not bounce back out, then I could be looking at a loss. But you know, that does happen from time to time. Could be looking at £85 liability on this. Let's see what actually happens and see if we can make some cash.
Lawman's Bliss is getting a little bit.
I'm out of here, man.
Mile. Hopeman Harbour's in behind Dundore. He's got a wall of horses in front.
So you can see Lawman's Bliss is trading in, but will it trade in enough to pick us up?
Trying to find stride. Heading towards the final 2 furlongs. Mr. Z still has the rail and still has the
Got
lead.
picked up for part of our money.
Bliss, Carey Street now under pressure. Magical Mile out wide, a limited edition.
And there you go.
Sucker.
So there's a nice little lane low strategy.
To go. Lawman's Bliss in second place, hard ridden. Out wide, a limited edition.
Doesn't matter if Lawman's Bliss wins or loses now. And you can see we just picked up 24.94 by doing a bit of research on a race. Obviously, if you're doing these type of strategies, you do need to do a lot of research. I've looked
suspended.
at this. I've been looking at this horse since this morning, you know, so it's not something I've just picked up 2 minutes ago. I've planned it out, and that is basically how I've made that profit. So there you go. You see, it all happened pretty quickly. We got, if you look at where the price actually came into, so I went in for, I thought the horse would come into about 2.7. You can see I got it pretty much spot on. It did trade a little bit lower than that. It took us 2 occasions to get picked up. We actually got matched first time for part of the money, then it came back in and we got matched again for the rest of the money. Could have gone for 100 ticks, but you know, and with 100 ticks we would have earned probably another 10 quid at least, probably another £12 or something. But you know, it's always wise to play it safe. Obviously, the higher tick you go for, if the horse does come back and win, then the more chance you have of not getting matched both sides of the book. And trust me, I've done it before. I did it with a big trade once and got greedy, where I had a £300 liability, and I could have made 275 quid if the horse lost. It went right the way out to 250, and being a greedy bastard that I am, I went and cancelled off the closing position, and of course the horse came back and won. So not only did I lose my £300 liability, I lost the £250 profit I could have had. So don't ever get too greedy. Always have a closing position. And also for things like, you should always have a closing position, because even if it's at 1,000, because if there was a steward inquiry called and they reverse the result, if you've got a closing position, even if they reverse the result, you're still going to get paid. Where if they reverse the result, this has happened to me before as well, you may not get paid, because if you haven't got your closing position, then you just your positions run as a bet. So always have a closing position. Don't do what I did and learn it the hard way. Anyway, best of luck in the markets.
They're off.
Market in play.
So I'm looking at a double on this race. It's a double or bust. So we're either going to lose our money or make it. I'm looking to double up for £10 there. Moriarty's been running really well recently. Been trading in low.
Dogly.
See if it can do it again today. If it doesn't, we lose £10. If he does what's predicted, we make £10. See what happens.
Chased next by Rich Dream, who's over towards the inside of Regular Income and out a bit deeper under Fox in the blue.
Obviously, I can close off at any point.
Next in the
If we don't get matched too early, or if I think the horse isn't running, I could take a bigger profit or smaller.
Second last, and Ziham is a further 2 lengths adrift.
It's coming into favouritism so far.
Prepare to turn right, handed over at the furthest point away from us. Under 6 furlongs left to go, and there's a good 12 lengths or so between first and last. Spirit of the North is a neck ahead over Bit of a Quirk, and they're 2 lengths away from Where's Jeff running in third. Molinari is in fourth, and Under Fox running in fifth. Then over towards the inside is Rich Dream. That one a further neck ahead of Regular Income. Next is Regal Mirage from Battle Angel, and still a break back to Busby.
Now, if we're not matched by about this point here, I'm going to take whatever price I think.
They gallop on back into the home straight with 3.5 furlongs left to go. They've gone a pretty good gallop here and they're well stretched out. And up ahead it is the nose banded Spirit of the North over to the inside. Bit of a quirk now, working hard to keep up. Where's Jeff in the red colours towards the outside, beginning to burn brightly. Further back to Molinari and Under.
I'm out of here, man.
Rich Dream and Regular Income as they head on up the hill towards the final furlong and a half. And up ahead on
So
the
I've
inside,
cancelled it
Spirit of
off.
the North now pestered for the lead by
And look at that, we
Jeff.
would have got
Molinari,
matched.
a bit of a
We would have got
quirk
matched
following.
as
Rich
well.
Dream over towards
But there you
the
go,
inside.
what can you do?
Under Fox, it's
I
Where's
protected
Jeff
my
in
bank.
front with 200 yards to go. Here's Molinari
Bit
now
gutting.
delivering a strong challenge down
Bit
the
gutting.
outside. Spirit of the North is
Slacker.
backing away to the inner. 100 yards to go. Molinari wearing down. Where's Jeff in the run to the line? Molinari gets up.
Market
So, yeah.
suspended.
On this occasion, I would have made money, but the fact of the matter is, I stuck to the plan. I mean, I stuck to the plan because I thought, you know, the price would come in sooner than what it did. It's not a case of whether it wins the race or not. It's a case of whether we get our trade matched. And I stuck to the plan. Now, when you stick to the plan, if you've got a plan that makes you money, then sometimes it's going to go against you, and you're going to not make money, and you're going to lose money. You can make money by doing the wrong thing, and you can make money by doing the right thing. You can lose money by doing the right thing as well, and you can lose money by doing the wrong thing. But to make money long term, you have to consistently be doing the right thing. And that was part of my trading plan. Unfortunately, it bit me on the arse because I got out for a scratch and saved my £10 because I wasn't sure he was going to get matched. He didn't get matched by the time I wanted him to get matched. So I saved my £10, and it would have happened that obviously it went to win the race, so we would have got matched regardless. But, you know, at the end of the day, just because I gave up my £10 profit, I still believe I did the right thing. So just bear that in mind.
Check jacket for Ray Dawson. The last one coming in then. 7 furlong start here and good to go. They're off. A race away belongs to
Market
Flag High
in
Frankly,
play.
the slowest of them into stride on the left, fast away is fourth
Now I think
time lucky.
Vince Lombardi's going to get a good run here. So
Oggly
I'm
doggly.
going to try and
now is Zero
get a
Carbon.
half dog
Dark
here.
blue jacket of Spirit of Nguru is next from Dashing Rat. Behind Dashing Rat, Do's Esprit is around the outside of
Should have waited till
Flag
in play
High,
to
and
place
2
that
behind those
position really,
Vince
because I
Lombardi
expected
is
it
the
to go out
back
a little bit.
marker. Running round the home turn, and
Not worried
Zero
that he's at the
Carbon
back.
is who
That's why the
leads.
price
About
has
a
gone
length
out. I knew
ahead.
he was going to
The grey and black colours in second position of
kind of
fourth
run
time
that sort of
Lucky
position,
and Wilderness
so that's
Girl behind
fine.
those in third. Now the pale blue
Now we want to
jacket
get
is
matched by
Dashing
this
Rat,
line
who
here,
races
and if we're not, we'll take
alongside
whatever
Spirit of
position we've got.
Nguru. The yellow spots on a dark blue jacket just in fourth place as they come to halfway. A hard pulling Flag High is next from Vince Lombardi. Do's Esprit is the back
Come on,
marker,
Vincey
but as
boy.
they race down to the 3 marker, Zero Carbon in front.
Still got
Spirit
a way to
of
go.
Nguru and Flag High on the left are both
I'm out of here,
making their
man.
moves now. They come through to join fourth time Lucky. Wilderness Girl back against the running rail. Do's Esprit on the left in yellow making progress.
I'm out of here,
Vince
man.
Lombardi goes okay, has got little room. There's plenty in this with a chance. They're inside of the
Slacker.
furlong pole. Zero Carbon and Spirit
Right, it's
of
time to get
Nguru.
out.
Do's Esprit in the yellow colours. Wilderness Girl behind those.
Unfortunately, it's a loss, and look at that, it would have come in as well. That's got in, but there you go.
Behind those Wilderness Girl
Did the
running
right
on.
thing
It's
again.
very tight here. Zero Carbon from Spirit of Nguru.
Market suspended.
So you can see our exit was at freeze, and we would have got matched, but stuck to the plan, protected half of my my liability. It had to be done, unfortunately. But you know, sometimes things don't always work out. It's an £8 loss, but you know, we'll carry on for the day.
It didn't get out of the stalls, so I have a secret, I'm afraid, losing its chance out of the stalls. Divine Magic in the greens towards the back as they head past the 4.
So I'm going for a lay and low strategy here, just 25-6 on the favourite because it's got a good chance of winning.
Is going on from
We want to get matched early
Then comes Wild Lion, Holly Thorne behind with
for
Divine
our
Magic in
profit.
the green jacket with the white cap as they head down towards the final 3 furlongs. Outrun the Storm, we won here last time out. Out to the left as we look, trying to close up is Flame of Freedom being pushed along
Come on.
now. Right down the near side.
I'm out of here, man.
Blue is getting closer under
And we're
Holly
out.
Doyle.
So that's
Eagle
£9
Way being
there.
taken up, Divine Magic,
25-6.
work to do.
The horse
As they
will
race well
probably
inside
win.
the 2 Outrun the Storm.
I probably could have
I'm
got a
out
bit
of here,
more
man.
than 25-6, but I didn't want to be too greedy because I did expect the horse
Slacker.
had a good chance of winning. It may win, it may not. I don't know. We'll see. Where is it? It's here now. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. It didn't win, but you
Market
see,
suspended.
you see, it had a good chance. I expect it to get a good early run. So you can see we got in at 2.2, and then it bounced back out to 2.72. Now that isn't a big price for a horse to win at by any means. You know what I mean? Horses bounce back out to that and a lot higher all the time. So you can see there we got a quick £9 profit, just simply by taking a 25 tick offset, which is pretty safe. 25 ticks is pretty safe on most runners, as long as they're not like massively odds on. For a horse to sort of bounce around in that last part of the race. So yeah, that's quite easy. Obviously we could have got more, but if it had won when that price, after we got matched, if you watch that bit again, you'll see that if it had come back and won the race, then we'd have got matched just on that bounce, and it did come back in, but then it faded off and didn't win the race. So it's a good little one. That's a quick £9 there. Let's move on. So just looking at a bit of pre-race trading, I'm trying to get money in on this Dukem because I think the price is going to come in, but I might have left it a little bit too late. The price is bouncing around a little bit, so you can see I'm at the top end of where it's traded to, trying to get my entry in. There's a couple of minutes left, so I'm hoping the price will bounce up on a market spike and then get us back down before. I'll set a tick offset, I think, actually, 4 ticks. And let's see if we get matched or not. It's just a waiting game. I mean, I've got it right. I think the price is definitely coming in, but I don't want to go below 2s because I'm not getting the value then, if that makes sense. You've got to be taking the value, and I've probably left it too late to get into this. But it is what it is. If we don't get in, we don't get in. There's still a minute left, and they don't look like they're going to load them up very quick. How many runners have we got in this race? It's important to know because we'll know how long it's going to take to actually load these horses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll have a little listen to the commentary and see what they're saying as well.
But he's bred to be a sprinter. He looks like a sprinter. And I think my Genghis has got a sprinting pedigree, but he'll be one for handicaps further down the line. I think also keep an eye on Maiden's Green, who's...
So I expect Dukem to be front running as well.
Another 7 months since we last saw him. But
so it looks like we're going to get matched
on
here.
His debut at Goodwood, and
we just need that price to bounce back in. I expect it to.
So with Pastel Power back on track off a break, the Green Man, the biggest danger to Dukedom, but it's a good opportunity for Dukedom
20
to finally get his
seconds.
head in front. I think the race looks a good sit for him to do that. How positive will Benoit de la Salle
Now,
be?
if it looks like it does, then obviously we need to get out at SP at least. We don't want to take the pre-race trade in play.
Race by the scruff of the neck. Certainly ground shouldn't be
0
a problem.
seconds.
He was slow. It was softer actually when he ran at Haydock a few starts
I'm just going to click that on
season, so shouldn't be an issue.
I think we're going to get matched now, aren't we?
As they're about to load forward.
And there you go. There's a quick £1.47 on a bit of pre-race trading.
A couple of horses to keep in the future. My Genghis Maiden's Green for lower level handicaps.
Pretty straightforward. Looks like there might be a bit of time left, so I can always try and do it again.
I think this might be the day that he finally gets his head in front. Unless the Green Man, with the magic hands of Spencer on board.
This time I'm going to lower the tick offset just to 2. Because we're running out of time.
Stalls here, 7.
I'm watching, obviously, the loading time.
On his big dangers in 5, Pastel Power, and 2, the Green Man.
Going to get matched.
Usually they go up the middle
we're
of the
matched
track.
there.
Stalls more towards this near side. The newcomer Lord Street among the last to go forward.
And again, we want to put...
Big crowd here enjoying the action.
All Inplay SP.
Are they going to see a royal winner? Let's find
Come
out.
on, I'll place a big bet.
So the last 2 going in. My Genghis.
Come on, see some money come in, some late money. Come on, go.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Yep, penultimate race as the last 2 make their way in.
And there you go. So there's a little bit of pre-race for you. I do a little bit of pre-race here and there when it's safe. Obviously, I'm not going to take this race in play whatsoever. We'll just make sure we're totally greened off. Button here. And there you go. So you can see 245 or 248 if Dukem wins it. So there's a little bit of pre-race for you. I'll show you the results for the day in a minute. That's me done trading for the day. I've used quite a few different strategies, just to give you an idea on a few different strategies that you can use. There's all sorts of things you can do. I'll try and do
Market in play.
some more strategies on another day, just so you can see really what else is on offer. There's all sorts of things like laying the field and all sorts of things I can show you as yet. Because as a trader, you need to have a few things in your arsenal. Obviously, you want your sort of what you're best at. So I'm best at is in play scalping. But for me, the markets aren't running right at the moment. So I have a few other little things in my arsenal that I can take advantage of at different times and still make a little bit of profit. So it's always worth to know what other strategies are and have a little practice with them so that you can make money in other ways if your main strategy isn't working for any particular reason. And you'll find throughout the year, markets are constantly evolving.
I'm out of here, man.
You'll find that races are just, not going your way, or your strategy's not going your way. And
I'm out of here, man.
Doing it wrong. It just could mean because you're
Sucker.
experiencing a bit of bad luck, or if you like, the proper term for it is, what is the proper term for it? Variance.
Market suspended.
There you go, Duke and 1, so we'll get the 248. But yeah, you might be experiencing a bit of variance, and variance is like short-term luck. Anything in the short term can be lucky or unlucky. So, for example, if you imagine if I'm a bookmaker and you're a punter, and I'm offering you a toss a coin, heads or tails, you can pick. You bet £1, but I only pay you 90p. You could win 10 times and you could win £9. But imagine if we do it, and that is like variance in your favour. But if we do it a million times, it's obvious I'm going to average 45p a spin, because sometimes you're going to win. 5p a spin. I mean, because sometimes you're going to win your 90p, and sometimes I'm going to win my pound. It should work out 50-50 in the long run, but because I make an extra 10p on every spin that goes forward, I'm obviously going to make 5p on average, and that's how like a bookie works. So, but you can experience short-term variance where in that situation, if you bet heads 10 times, head comes up 10 times, or like if you're a roulette table, for example, you get lucky lots of times. You can't beat the house edge. And if you're gambling with a strategy, whether it's trading or playing blackjack or any other game where you can get an advantage, you will experience variance. So when you're going through that time, you might experience variance at some point, or you might just find that the markets aren't suiting you, like they're not suiting me at the moment. But as long as you keep doing things right and picking your moments, you'll make money. But in the meantime, you might want to have something else in your arsenal. So hopefully what I've shown you today will help you with your trading, to give you some ideas on other markets. Looks like it's a photo finish here. So I'm just going to guarantee the fact that I get £2.46, in case it's called a dead heat or something. I might as well. Oh, I can't because the stake's too small. Never mind. Okay, so we're going to be stuck with 245 or 248. That's how tight I am. Just 1 pence. I'll agree and offer an extra penny if I can. And it's wise to do that because it all adds up in the long run, especially when you're trading, every day over the course of the year. Anyway, I'll show you the results in a minute. I'm going to have to wait for this race to be settled, but I'll show you the results for the day, and you can have a little look. And I hope this has helped you. Okay, so let's look at today's results. There they are. So I'll just move that over so you can see the date. It is the 2nd of July 2022. I've tried to show you a few different trades today, a few different ideas and how you can make money. If you look at my results, I've got £24 or nearly £25 off that lay-in low. A few bits and bobs here and there. Shame about that £8 loss, and a shame that I chickened out on that trade there, if you remember, on the dobbin, because that would have been a £10 profit as well. But it is what it is. I still stand by the fact that I took the loss correctly, and I still stand by the fact that I stuck to my rules. I stuck to what I said at the beginning to take that, because I wanted it to dob sooner, although it did dob right at the end of the race. I stuck by my rules, and that's always important to do that. So if I'd had different rules, I'd have made £10, but it is what it is. Now, I hope this has given you some ideas on how you can use different strategies to make money. You've got to find, obviously, your forte. But when you're trading Betfair, basically what you're doing is you're buying and selling bets. You buy low and you sell high. Now let's come away from Betfair for a little bit and let's pretend you've got a different kind of idea where you're buying and selling low. Let's say that you're buying maybe gold, or maybe you're buying and selling sex toys, or maybe you're selling tomatoes. Now, let's start with the sex toys, for example. You don't take all your sex toys down to the only market that's available on a Sunday morning, which might be the fete at your local church, because chances are you're not going to make any money. You're probably going to get laughed out of there or thrown out of there, and it's probably going to cost you money for your travel and your setup. You might get lucky and make money here and there, but it's not a good strategy. You want to take your sex toys to sex parties where people are going to buy them. Same if you're selling gold. You don't take your gold or your tomatoes to a craft fair. Imagine, if that's the only market available is a craft fair where you've got a load of stalls. You don't set up a tomato stall there or start selling precious metals at those. You sell your precious metals to the markets and to the people that want to buy precious metals. And if you're selling tomatoes, for example, you set up your stall at a fruit and veg market. You don't set it up at a craft fair or a village hall type fete type thing or anything like that. It's just not done. So my whole point is, you might be struggling to find a strategy, but actually that's the easy part. And there's lots of different things you can do. You can do back to lays, you can do lay to backs, you can do pre-race scalping, pre-race swing trading, in-play scalping, in-play swing trading. You can do all sorts of things. You could do pick out front runners, you could do laying low, you could lay the market. The list goes on. I could think of a lot more. That's just off the top of my head in a couple of seconds. There's loads of different ways you can make money, and that's the easy part. But the trick is, if you want to be successful, take your strategy to the right market. Just like if you're selling tomatoes, you take your tomatoes to a fruit and veg market. You take your sex toys to a sex party. You take your precious metals to somewhere where people are buying precious metals. You don't take gold, to a village hall. So just bear that in mind. Strategy is the easy part. It's just a case of working out where you can sell your product, or if you like, your strategy. So just look for the right markets. Hopefully I've given you some ideas today with what I've done. All of this has been a little bit different to what I normally do, but I like to have a few feathers in my cap. I like to know about a few different strategies. I'll try and show a few more as opportunities arise. I'd like to do a little bit on front running horses, back to lays and stuff like that, and lay to backs, which is when you've got hold up horses and you think the price is going to go out at the start of the race by 10 ticks and nick those. Lay in the field is where you think it's going to be a close race and you lay like a few horses, the whole field odds on. That takes a lot of research because you want certain conditions and so on. You want, ideally for that one, for example, you want an uphill finish race, you want a handicap, and lots of reasons why it could be a close finish or why the punters might think a horse has won when it actually gets turned over. So things to think about. At the end of the day, if you want to be successful, deploy your strategy in the right markets. Timing is key as well. That's why I use the race timer. If you need a copy of that, drop me an email. And if you've got any comments, whatever, leave a comment in the suggestion box. Drop me an email. Always good to hear from people. Whether it's good or bad, I don't mind. If you've got something bad to say about it, hopefully I can sort of answer the question, or maybe I could learn from you. Even if you've been trading longer than me, or you've got better knowledge on a certain subject. Always happy to hear from people, good or bad. Leave a comment, but whatever you do, don't forget to hit like, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.
Introducing Geeks Toy trading software, the fastest, most customisable and most popular software for betting and trading on Betfair and BetDAC. Designed by professional traders for you. Key features include unlimited desktop settings and the ability to create custom profiles to suit every user's needs. Unbeatable speed, real-time prices and one-click betting. Unique management of multiple markets. You can bet or trade on multiple sporting events simultaneously. support for 8 languages, context-driven help on every window. Dutching and bookmaking, training mode, advanced charting, enhanced navigation, support for Betfair coupons, stop loss and more. Geeks Toy, possibly the best Betfair and BetDAC trading software in the world.